literally just tear it. Hey everybody, Eric here with Project DIY. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to fix your metal roof. If you have some of these plexiglass, fiberglass panels that you have that allows light to come through, they're great, but as you can see here, they're prone to getting punched holes in, and then on top of that, they just get old, they get brittle, and they just don't hold up. So today I'm going to be replacing this with some regular sheet metal. I have another one down there, and as you can see, my roof is not in the best condition. It's still solid, everything's good, just it's got a little surface rust on here from just being galvanized. I know it was never painted, but come this spring, we're going to go up here, we're going to pressure wash this thing, we're going to spray it with some paint that has a rubber base to it, help seal everything as well. So let me show you how to remove these panels and show you what's holding them on and how we can get them off. These here are the old, it's a nail. It has like a washer up underneath of it, a rubber kind of washer. Those there are what we're going to be taking out. But as long as I can, I want to replace it with these, what we use nowadays. The screws, they're like a self-tapping metal piercing screw. These work great, has that rubber gasket on it, helps seal everything. These hold a lot better than the nails. There's already been a few. As you can see on this one right here, see that gap that it has right there now when I'm pushing down on it? They have a tendency to want to back themselves up, where a screw, it's not really going to do that. It's going to hold itself in there a whole lot better and everything like that. Now these have been on here for a while. It's as old as me. It was built in a good year. It was built in '87. That's when I was born. So I guess all in all, it's not done too bad for that long, but it's time to change these panels out. I'd say they're probably original as well. As you can see, it's got the hole. They're great for letting light in, but they get brittle. You can't walk on them. I'm gonna be finishing the top side of this barn into like a big rec room, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to get all this stuff done, so this winter I can get in there and start working on it. So hey, like I always say, hit that notification bell, because all that stuff's gonna be coming. I'm gonna show y'all here in a little while the whole thing, and you'll be able to see it start to finish. It's gonna be a big transformation. Anyways, back to this. So let's get these here popped out. We're gonna use a flat bar and a hammer, and that's what we're gonna use to pop the nails up, and then we'll use the screw gun to put these down. So to my point of the stuff being brittle and breaking and stuff like that, easy to punch holes through, let me show you how deteriorated it gets. Like I said, it's been up here almost 34 years, but still, that's why I'm not a big fan of them. It's just, it does let some light in. I mean, it's another maintenance issue that you gotta have, so why would you want that? But let me show you how easy it is to just literally just tear it. Okay. Rip it right in. That's how far deteriorated it has gotten. So that's why I'm replacing it, because one, it has a big hole in it, two, they're pretty far gone, and I'm gonna put some regular metal on it and we won't have a problem. All right, what we got here is just a regular 8-foot sheet of sheet metal here. This is what we're gonna be using to replace it. The panels up there are like 43, 44 inches long. So this here, when I cut this in half, I'm gonna get a 48-inch piece, which is longer than those, but it doesn't matter, that'll be fine. It's actually gonna give me just a little bit more coverage where I can make my laps a little bit longer, so it's not a big deal. What we're gonna do here, we'll just measure down 48 inches, 4 foot. We'll cut it across, and then we're gonna take it up there and we're gonna put it on. All right, I'm just gonna be using a pair of tin snips here. These aren't that crazy. If I was doing a lot of this, I'd be getting either a real pair of metal tin snips, or I'd be using the metal shears, the electric ones. They just cut like a nibbler. It cuts across it. Those are the way to go. You can only do it one piece. I don't have a pair of those because I don't do a whole lot of metal work. This here will work and still gets the job done. Alright guys, there we have it. We've got the new panel in. Those old junky ones, rotted ones, they're gone. The new is in. We've got it screwed all back down with these new screws. Like I told you, they're gonna hold a whole lot better than what them nails do. Like this right here, here's what those nails look like. They have a little rubber ring right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a little rubber gasket underneath there. It's better than nothing, but it's not nearly as good as these screws. They hold a whole lot better. They don't back out like the nails do. Another thing when you do this, I didn't put the roof on, but you can see I did the same way they did. When you overlap your stuff, you want, if you're running down, this is, you can see, here's the top, water's gonna run down. You want, if you do overlap, your top of it needs to go over top of this, because if you run this piece up over top of here, guess what? When the water starts running down, guess where it's gonna run? If this was on top, it's gonna run right underneath of it. So when you're lapping your metal, you lap the top over top of this. Don't lap this over top of that, because guess what? If you do, you're gonna have all kinds of water in your attic or your roof or whatever you have put it on. So it sounds like common sense, but you'd be surprised the people that do it the wrong way. Guys, I hope this video has been helpful for you, that maybe have some of these fiberglass skylights that are old, or you just want to replace them because you're tired of them leaking or you don't want them to leak. So I hope it's been helpful. If you would, please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more things like this, how to fix things around your house. Give us some likes, we appreciate it. And remember, as always, why hire a guy when you can DIY? Thanks for watching.